Welcome to New Hampshire's Wild Side. I'm Christina Lupi.
And I'm Mark Beauchesne. We'll take you behind the scenes of the New Hampshire Fish and Game Department to learn more about the projects and people of your wildlife agency.
We'll also give you tips and tactics to help you make the most of your time in New Hampshire's woods and waters.
And along the way, we'll meet real people who love life outdoors.
Now, let's discover more about New Hampshire's Wild Side.
That's a whole lot of dead turkey right there.
Yeah, okay, I'll take it.
I think you did a fine job with that one.
Thank you very much. Appreciate that.
This is the beginning of our chess game. So if things don't bear fruit right away, we still have many, many more options.
I realize how hard it is. I mean, my brother's been a lifelong hunter, and he doesn't always get one, and he's hardcore into it. This is not an easy thing to do. What I worry about is, you know, the moment when I'm out there and it happens and it's in range and I've got the shot, is, you know, lining it up and making it count. It's the best time of day. It's absolutely the best time of day.
We are on the second phase of our three-part Learn to Turkey Hunt Mentor program. And what that means today is our shotgun patterning, which is where we try to make sure that everybody that is a participant in this, the mentor hunt, knows exactly what their equipment is capable of. We want to make sure that people are going out with a complete understanding of what their effective range is and how their shotgun actually shoots.
Our involvement started a few years ago with Laura on our show when we do our yearly fundraiser to help feed families in need in New Hampshire called Led to Helping Can. She teamed up with the National Wildlife Turkey Federation in doing a day like this with listeners. So it's, you know, today's day, when you do auctions and things like that, people really, they're not looking for concert tickets as much as they are experiences they can't get.
We're in search of a wild dingo. There's a dingo just over the hill. Got to be real careful. Fierce mothers, the dingo.
They will eat your baby.
They will eat and they will take your baby.
A lot more can go wrong with turkey hunting than can go right as
Right.
far as actually coming home with
Right.
a bird because there are so many variables. So the hope is that we can get a bird to come in and be in full strut long enough to say, okay, are you ready, Cretchy?
Yeah.
Let's go.
Right.
Okay, you on? Okay, squeeze, go. That's what we're hoping for. That's what we're looking for.
I am. I'm excited about it, but I know when that moment comes, it's going to be like,
Breathe deep.
yeah, right, exactly. And you got to be calm. Got to be calm. Okay.
Remember the toms have color, red, white, and blue.
I see him. I don't have a shot.
I always wanted to turkey hunt and never had the opportunity. Today was just a great day going out and learning turkeys, listening to them, and just the adrenaline when you see the turkey or hear it coming towards you. It's something you have to experience.
He's strutting nice. I'm pretty sure it's a male. I can see it look like red, white, and blue on the head.
I saw it in the sun, and it was big, and it was strutting, and a red, white, and blue head. And as soon as I saw it, my pulse jumped probably about 50 beats. It was a thrill, and it not only was it a thrill then, but it stayed a thrill just knowing he was still around. I mean, we were playing back and forth with him, you know?
Going back, going out, coming back, going out, coming back.
Yeah.
It was just a great experience.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's further away now.
I definitely will do it again.
Yeah.
With over 975 lakes and ponds to play on, it's better outside because we're here connecting you to life outdoors. Now watch this.
It's June and time to ban geese in New Hampshire. For wildlife biologist Ted Walski, waterfowl biologist Jess Carloni, and others, this can be a busy time. Throughout the state, geese are banded during June because most can't fly. This is due to them molting their feathers, which lasts about 6 weeks. Young geese, or goslings, are usually big enough to be banded. Biologists visit multiple locations throughout the day, each presenting its own challenge.
Look at her, just taunting us. And then if we didn't get behind them fast, they'd hit them woods.
Jess relies on the local knowledge of regional biologists like Ted to help locate the geese and coordinate
Let me tell you
abandonment.
something, where they cross is right at the end of that guardrail by that dirt driveway.
Okay. 3 of us are going in. We're gonna push them up that way.
The typical strategy is to get the geese in water and keep them there. Sometimes this is easy. Other times,
Get over there!
not so much.
This particular goose needs to be brought to a psychiatrist. They want to cross that road to the other property.
While the geese are being contained to the water, the rest of the team sets up a Y-shaped corral. Once the pen is set up, the geese are herded in. It is here that they are banded and sexed.
14 is an adult female.
24 hatch male.
This information is used to help track goose movement along the Atlantic Flyway.
35.
Recaptures, which means a goose has been previously banded, are recorded as well.
Okay.
Once all the geese have gotten their new jewelry and have been sexed, they're released back into the wild. There are 365 days in a year. New Hampshire Fishing Game's 6 hatcheries are open all of them, raising fish that will become part of your next outdoor adventure. The New Hampshire coastline offers unique and exciting opportunities for saltwater fishing. Captain Carlton Schumacher and his guest Christina Luby pick an outstanding day for their trip.
So where are we going?
We are going to follow the New Hampshire coast down towards a place called Boar's Head. It's just a lot of rocks down there. There'll be stripers and possibly bluefish. On the rocks here. Beautiful area. Yeah.
So where are we now?
Coastal New Hampshire. We're actually close to what's called Boar's Head and rocks here. So stripers like to align themselves with the rocks. What they're doing is usually little critters are living in the rocks. If the surf kicks up, it pulls the critters out of the rocks and they just pounce on them. They usually sit real close to the rocks. But just everything that's living is here. All the crabs and the small fish, everything's trying to get away from the big fish. It imitates a sand eel, so it's just basically going to be cast out, drop to the bottom. Keep your rod tip fairly low with this type of bait, and you can give it a little action by just twitching the rod.
When is the striper season?
We get them in New Hampshire coast in May, and then they end up leaving here, in September, October timeframe. Prime time for fishing, in my opinion, is June. June is when they're active and they're and they're in good numbers in fishable areas. Stripers in general are chase predators, so they hunt in packs and they're just moving all the time. So you can move the bait much quicker with a striper bait than you can normally with a freshwater bass bait. And they're used to the open ocean where it's just mean and gnarly and they're getting beat up all the time. We got about 2 more casts in this spot, and then I'm going to move to another spot.
Adjusting your boat drift can make all the difference between catching and casting.
Are we going back to where we floated away from?
Yep. Floated that direction. We'll go in and go a little bit shallower this time. They'll be within inches of the shore. Yeah, they have no problem with shallow water. Usually they chase the bait fish right to the shore.
Oh!
Oh!
That, however.
Nice! Nice!
Oh.
Keep your rod tip high.
Oh.
Is this your first striper?
It is.
Oh! Oh!
Nope, it's not.
It counts. I touched it, but nope.
It counts, I touched it.
Work it right in the rocks there. I got one.
Stripers aren't the only fish around.
It's a bluefish. Ooh, there's more around here. Oh, you can see it in the water. Nice and clear, huh? They will bite the heck out of you.
Some refer to bluefish as swimming teeth.
They cut like scissors.
Wow. Did you see him take off?
Yeah.
Keep an eye on other anglers and the turns. They'll let you know that there's fish around.
Here he is.
Diversity of age class is a great indicator of a healthy fishery.
Nice little striper. They must be eating sand eel. Got real pretty purple in them. They all do, but the bigger ones do, especially. So Schoolie, good to see these guys. Look at you go in your casting. Little guy. What the? Oh, a flounder. Very cool. That's kind of a rare catch.
Nice.
12 inches is the limit. Let's see if he's 12 inches long.
We got a little bit of everything today, didn't we?
did.
Getting caught in the moment can leave you unprepared for what may happen next.
Ooh!
Got him?
Yep.
Nice. Good job.
I got another little one, but it's a striped bass. Just a little guy.
It's a little guy.
Hi, mister.
You're old hand at this now.
Look at that. Fishy? Yep. What do you think?
New Hampshire saltwater fishing. Live free and fish. Use the hashtag BetterOutside when you share your videos or photos showing how you connect to life outdoors. And be sure to tag New Hampshire Fish and Game on Facebook and Instagram.
Thanks for watching. To learn more about life outdoors and New Hampshire Fish and Game, check out these videos and subscribe.